Hey guys, welcome back to Way of the Hunter. It's their first time playing since the new update released, and I just shot an elk right here, but I've got some mule deer in behind them. But as I am in explorer mode, and even playing in explorer mode this far, it's been really easy to spook animals, and that was in the patch notes that was fixed. And something to do with the mono block, the 308 we've been using. So this will be our first shot on a deer, but as you can see, I'm not slowly crouched. I'm just crouched and walking, and this seems much better to me to be able to get in toward the animals a little bit without it taking you forever, because I've got quite a few herds I like to look at. So I think we're going to take that guy down there, but we're going to get on into 150. And then we'll go back and track this elk and see what changed with the what changed with the blood trailing and all that. But as you can see, they haven't called at us. I did get the elk to call at me, but they were probably about uh, honestly 25 30 meters. But I wasn't up crouch walking either. I was just kind of taking my time and calling them. And I moved around like this a little bit and got them to start kind of following me with their eyes and doing some calling. So we've got two of these 2-star matures in here, and I believe this one over here looks a little bigger to me. So yeah, he's definitely a little bit bigger. We'll set for 150. Perfect heart shot on him. So I guess we can go get him. So I don't know exactly what the change was on the 308. I don't know if I've been able to figure that one out yet, but I'm interested to see what this blood trail looks like from the elk. And then we'll travel around and see if we can find us a couple of more animals. It did take me quite a while to find some animals after the update, though. There was supposed to be some new modeling to the internals of the deer in this screen, I believe. But we got a heart shot on him at 132 meters. And he was a 2-star mature with 82% genetics. Had a nice looking rack on him, too. And they said they changed something about the meat sale price, but I don't really know. That seems like it might be a little lower than what it used to be, but I'm not sure on that either. So, A to sale. Okay, something spooked. Okay, so we spooked the mule deer that that was probably already right here. So I'm not exactly sure where this blood is on the elk, so I'm gonna go up here and see if I can find it, and I'll get back with you. Alright, so we found his blood trail here, and I did shoot him with the 308, but we have air bubbles in it. It was a fairly close shot. So it looks like maybe that it's dropping more blood a little more frequently to make it a little easier. And they did say that the sound of the creeks and rivers and the wind had been adjusted a little as well. Assuming he just went straight across here, so I have to try to find his blood. There it was, so not too difficult to find his blood on this side. It looks like he's going straight uphill. So yeah, this could be a lot better if the blood shows up, quicker. More of it in a shorter distance. So Doesn't take you quite as long to locate it or know which direction he's going in. I do like that a lot better if all the blood shows up like that. So I guess we'll just have to, try a couple of different things. But this is quite a lengthy blood trail. I know I shot him with the 308, but I would assume at the distance I was at, I would have got a double lung unless I didn't hit him quite right. He did jump when I shot though. There he lays. Just a small one, but yeah, it looks like we were a little forward on him. And we got into the right lung, but mainly just the left one. At 113 meters, and he's a young 1-star, 570. Now that seems like it might be paying a little more, but again, I'm not for sure. I'm just taking a guess there. But I did shoot him with the 308, so that might be why he paid a little more as well. All right, so now, okay, well we completed a mission. That's cool. We got $12,000. That's sweet. Let's travel out to this pond really quick and just take a look and see if there's anything around it. We got a fairly decent wind here. I'm always running into these things. We also got a field of view slider. And I'll just have to do a little playing around with that and see what I like. They also said they adjusted the hunter sense, and it does seem like it's a little lighter, so that's good because I find myself running around with it on all the time just to, kind of see if I'm spooking animals off, because I've spooked some animals off and not really been able to understand how I spooked them off, which I've done that in real life too, so, you know. Doesn't look like we're having anything around this pond. For some reason, I'm having animals, my whitetail herds and my mule deer herds are drinking here in the evenings for some reason. Because after the video yesterday, I came back in here late in the evening. I had a big herd of mule deer and 2 separate herds of whitetail. But the whitetail in this area and the herd, they seem to have an interesting antler pattern, and I'd like to get a 5-star in them. That'd be pretty neat. Turn on our hunter sense here and just see. I've normally got some mule deer across the pond over there, but I'm not really sure what to think right now. But I feel like, which I've had some problems with my herds disappearing before, so they're not really disappearing. I don't guess they're just using a different zone. But I've had animals at this pond daily for a while. I have had moose here and um, whitetail and mule deer, but seems to be nothing here today. So I'm gonna ease on around through here and see if we can get on another herd. Alright guys, we found a little herd of whitetail here, and I'm just kind of looking through them and seeing what was what. Uh, I really don't care what we harvest out of here. I'd rather it not be a young one though. If we're gonna do that, I'd better soon kill a female. We're gonna try to just ease up to the top of this little hill here. And I do have the hunter sense on. You can tell a little bit more about it with the. It's kind of really early in the morning right now on here. I think it's about 7:30 or so. But we're gonna ease up through here. I couldn't find any deer at all, so uh, I went ahead and came out of it and restarted my computer just for the to see if that changed anything, and I came out and here's a herd of whitetail. So if you have a problem finding them after the update, you might want to restart if you didn't restart before. But I thought that we would bring, since we're testing out to see how this blood trail is now, I thought we'd bring the 7mm 08 and see how that does. And I think that we'll just take that doe there at about 130. We'll see what kind of a blood trail we get off of her. 130. Look like a good shot. Right in there, so we'll go up here and see what this blood looks like. Now, I don't know if I would assume that the update on the blood trailing is just for um, the lowest level there. Let me look at this. I have a screenshot of it, but for Explorer difficulty is even easier. Reduced speed of animal reactions, added more blood to stream tracking. So if you're playing on the Explorer level, you should have a little more blood, which is what I'm playing on. And I don't know if I should go up to Adventure or not, but right now I'm gonna keep rocking this out for a little while. You can still spook the animals off fairly, not as easy as you could, but if you get inside that 100-meter range and you're trying to stalk up over a hill to get a look at what you're stalking up on, then more than likely you're gonna spook them. That's how it's been for me anyways. Unless you crawl or really take your time. Alright, so I was trying to say what is it these, so they were eating, which would be right. Okay, because I was trying to see if they're in the right zone at the right time, because things have been a little different with having deer here, there, and yonder at all different times. So yeah, it definitely looks like there's some more blood involved after shooting one with the 7mm 08. We're not having too hard of a time tracking her. I just tried to get kind of like an average shot for the middle of the lungs, so when you get in that high grass, it's a little aggravating, but so she did turn here. I went this way. There's some blood on the leaves. I love how the blood gets on the leaves and the trees and whatnot. So we caught right in behind that shoulder blade, got a double lung, a little bit high in the lung, but not too bad on the tracking. She went, let's see here, tracking distance fled 135 meters. So that's alright. So let's go see if we can find another one, take another shot or two, and see how it pans out for us. Alright guys, we have snuck in on this mule deer here. I believe he's a 2-star, I mean a 1-star mature. And if I can get out all these trees, I'm gonna try to take a shot right there with the 7mm 08, kind of quartering away. So we'll see how it works out for us. Looks decent. Definitely look decent. I don't think he'll be going far at all. And hopefully we were far enough away that if our whitetail were down here at the drink zone that they're still there. I think what's most confusing for me right now is just because there's a time for the animals to drink, I'm not finding them at those times drinking, eating, bedding. These deer were eating. It's 9:20 in the morning. So if you go over to the animals, I would think at 9:20 in the morning they would be drinking. But I don't know exactly what's going on there. I haven't had mule deer eating over here in quite a while though, so I'll take it. What was that here when I shot? Summers. Probably should have marked that shot a little better. Sometimes it seems a little harder to find the blood when you're right around a zone because there's so much lighting up when you get your 100 cents on. There we go. So we got air bubbles. He went off in this direction and then turned, I believe, and went that way. We'll just check around here a minute and see if we can find the blood. It definitely looked like to me, I think that's it right up there. Looked like to me he was going back uphill. Okay, there's some blood. Definitely a lot of blood. So once you get on the trail, it seems like there is more blood now. So maybe that'll help a few of us out. Maybe he'll lead us down here and we'll have a huge whitetail drinking or something. It doesn't look like they're there. So I don't know if the zone time, need zone time is just a suggestion or what it is, but they're definitely not in the zones that it says they'd be in at the time it says they'd be there. I got 3 big herds at the other lake up kind of to the east of the main lodge, and they're all drinking in the evenings, well before dark, probably like 16, 1700, something like that. It's a nice little buck though. See if we can get our rifle out here and get us a screenshot. Yeah, that looks real nice there. Okay, let's get him picked up. We only got 1 lung on him, so yeah, the blood is way better now. That was with the 7mm 08, and he was a 1-star mature for 214 coins. So I think they did lower the amount that you get paid now. I'm just going to check one more time and make sure we don't have any deer drinking down here. And then we'll go check a couple of more of our places the deer are drinking at and see if we can find us at least one more to take out. So yeah, definitely nothing at this lake. So we've come across another little herd of whitetail that are uh, don't seem to be drinking. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're eating or bedding. Um, Not really sure. So I didn't really see anything in there that looked like it was worth taking, and I kind of want to get a look at this. That dude's checking us out there, isn't he? I want to get a look at the pond here and make sure that there's no deer over there. Maybe they're on their way to drink. Not sure. It's about 10:30. Okay, so we do have some drinking over there. Which could be a part of this herd, maybe. If it is, it's going to be interesting us getting in here without getting busted, but I'd like to see if there's anything else over there. We're getting a call there. I'm crouch walking as slow as I possibly can. They're pretty close to us. That's a pretty dark deer. But I mean, he's only 51 meters away. Deer has a pretty nice rack back there. Okay. It's a 3-star. A young 3-star. Wow. Huh. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Definitely don't want to take him, but with the way my herds have been, will we ever even see him again? I couldn't tell you. I've had quite a few 4-stars, and I go back and try to find them. They're never at the same place the next day or any other day that I go back, it seems. 2-star young there. And we have a deer underwater drinking. Wow. That's interesting. So that's a 2-star young. He has a pretty nice rack on him. I wonder, is our genetics improve in the game if we could eventually get like a 5-star young? We're getting a lot of wolves in this area as well. I'm definitely going to take something out of this herd. I just don't know what. I kind of want to shoot that guy. I think we're going to. Just to see what he looks like in the harvest screen. That was a great shot there. He ain't going far. He ain't going far at all. And the dead deer we seen like a week ago was still laying there. I mean, how long is that guy gonna lay there? Look at all the blood on the ground though. I mean, it's just basically poured out to him, so way more blood. I definitely like that. So maybe all my herds will come back together, and And we can keep an eye on some of these deer. I'm real interested to see what that 3-star young ends up turning into. We'll go over here and pay respect to this dead deer one more time. Well, he was laying there in the we could see him in the binoculars. There he is. Expected that giant again. Should have had him hanging on our wall, I guess. It's good to see deer back at this lake. It's been a little while, but look at this blood. It is just, I mean, like you just poured it out all the way up through here. That is wild. And that is interesting. So the blood seems to stop here. We watched the deer go down. Alright. Wow. So we watched him go down. We put a pin on it. There's blood everywhere. And there is no deer. He's just disappeared. I don't know what is going on with this game. Where could he have gone? So he's definitely gone, but I guess with that, y'all let me know if y'all are having any problems after the update. Uh, because we've definitely lost a deer, but until next time, y'all like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.